Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, my fellow YouTubers. I'm going to talk today about the so-called AR-15 slash assault weapon slash magazine ban. Yeah, that's right. Congress, Obama proposed a stiffer thing in Congress. He wants to get it passed. Congress might not budge, blah, blah, blah. Well, Obama can write an executive order banning most of the guns made out of country to be banned altogether. That's what he could do, but that would really piss off a lot of people, and that would just ban sales. You'd still be grandfathered. He can't make an executive order banning that because it's your rights if you own a weapon made out of the country. Now, let me tell you what I have learned, okay? This is called the 2013 Buyer's Handguns. Now, I'm one of those people that I think a gun should only be a handgun. I don't think, well, I do believe you're entitled to shotguns for home defense, but I think rifles should be used for hunting. Now, I do think, in my opinion, since I believe handguns are used for self-defense, I'm just going to come out and say it. I don't think a sniper rifle is a weapon that is formidable for home defense. No, I'm not going to say mount it on a tripod and have it aimed at a door if someone comes in. No, a sniper rifle is just too much overkill. Now, if someone wants to charge $4 to $10 or more, I've heard $20 for a bullet, and you get a magazine or 5 or 10 50 cal BMG shells, well, so be it. Now, when it comes to guns, I'm going to go through this book, and for an example, some guns, like the 7 round 1911, is just perfect for home defense carry on you if you have concealed carry permit. You don't need to have anything bigger. Heck, you can have a Beretta Nano unless Obama bans Beretta because they're made in Italy or the company's Italian made. Most of the companies are pretty good. I mean, for example, someone today at our gun debate where I was talking about firearm regulations, someone said, yes, we need to ban the Glock 17 because it holds 17 rounds. Excuse me. The Glock 21 comes with, I believe, 2 magazines. You get a 10 round and a 13 round. 10 round is no problem, just like a 13 round. What you do is you modify a magazine with the moldings properly to fit in the gun, and you limit the rounds to 10. And that includes policemen. If you guys, the civilians, have to be limited to 10 rounds, the policemen have to be limited to 10 rounds. That goes with the military. The military should be limited to 10 rounds. That's how I see it. Everyone is on an equal playing field. 10 rounds altogether. Now, some of these guns, you see, have 15, 18, 19 shots. Well, you can modify it. You just pull it out. You can leave air in between the clips so it only holds 10. There's ways around it. Then you don't have to go and ban guns with different names, like guns made out of country, like CZUSA's guns for handguns. Cars made in America, so, you cannot do that. You can limit it, like the FNH guns. Well, you can always limit the magazines. I mean, someone here, for example, there's you limit the 9 mils, limit it to 10 round mags. And if they can't make the gun hold 10 rounds because the gun was designed for 15, then you take the gun back to the manufacturers or to the plant, the developer made the gun, and you make a modification to make it for civilian use. Then you don't have people saying, well, they're banning my high capacity magazine because. Same goes with the Glock 22. The Glock 22 holds 15 rounds. You can modify it to hold 10. The Glock 21, I've heard, has a 10 round and a 13 round. That is what I've heard. I've heard the Glock 20s have 15 round. And thinking, so if you like the main thing is if you look at your guns, there is ways to make it 10 rounds, like the Glock 26, the Glock 27, the Glock 30. The Glock 36 is a single stack slim frame, so you only need 6 bullets. One bullet does the job if you know what you're doing, but the problem is you don't need all this excess ammo sitting in your gun. Some people just have a gun for self-defense, which means they might have 50 rounds for their entire life, or 100 rounds or whatever. And maybe once in a while they might just go to the range and plink off a few rounds just because. But most of these people are responsible gun owners that say, hey, That is fine. You got the gun nuts that want more rounds. I mean, heck, 8 round with a little extension on the bottom for a 1911 is completely and thoroughly fine. I don't think someone should be using a gun like this one gun I saw. I can't remember where it was. I think it was under M. This goes by alphabet, you know, like I said. Like this one. A gun that looks like a semi-auto SMG, but it's a semi-auto pistol that they call a pistol, but it's got a 10 or 26 shot mag, 16 with M16 or Atchison mags. I'm sorry, but you don't need a pistol that's 22 rounds, for example, or a 5.56 millimeter with a banana clip. Too much ammo, my opinion. Next, it's like this Masterpiece Arms here. It looks like a mini Uzi, a little Mac 10, but it runs 3 different bolts and it's got a 20 or 30 round clip. Those ones, no, you do not need them. The Desert Eagle. The Desert Eagle holds 6 or 10 rounds, depending on the Mark 9. The 1911 Desert Eagle is one type, 8 rounds, but I'm talking 50 A&E. I believe the 50 A&E is 7 rounds. That's fine. A little too powerful, in my opinion, for a 50 cal. But the bottom line is if you look at certain weapons, I personally think these weapons need to be looked at thoroughly. Look at this. This one's supposed to be a pistol. Instead, it's called the Rock River Arms. I mean, come on. For example, there you go. Looks like a little mini machine gun. So technically, the point is some of these weapons, you know, but if you look at them this way and you go through it, 10 rounds or less is fine. 7 rounds is fine. And if you get a single stack that's 5 to 7, you're fine too. You don't need all this excess bullets. Oh, well, you know, and by the way, the mayor of New York, I think it was, even though he's a jack-off, and the mayor and the governor of New York is a jack-off and a jackwagon, both of them are. They do make a point. When you own a weapon, you don't want to take an AR-15 out for hunting. That is called common sense. You don't need to use that for hunting. That's right. So, there you go. You got my opinion. My opinion stands, and it says, and I quote, yeah, you don't need an AR-15 type weapon for hunting. The only thing you hunt is people, and people is not what you want to hunt. So, if they have to ban them, so be it. A lot of people don't have them. A lot of people go plinking with a 22, with a 40, 45, 9 mil. So, there you have it. Before you go out and spout air, go through some of these weapons sometime. Look around at how many rounds some of them have. Heck, you got a 10 round stick for a Thompson, it looks like a Tommy gun, but it's an actual considered a pistol. That's fine. I mean, you only need a 30 round clip. You don't need a 100 round drum or a 50 round drum. Therefore, look around. Use some common sense. You know, and people are saying, oh, well, they're going to confiscate our weapons. I will be touching base off and on today about these whole gun things. Heck, if you're so worried about your precious firearms, why don't you just go out and buy yourself a revolver? Then you could say, see, I'm following the laws. I'm not going to go into some place and go and shoot just because. Self-defense. A lot of people like wheel guns still. So, with that said, just use your head. Go through these magazines. The Gun Buyer's handgun ones and the one that has all 3,600 models of black powder, rifles, shotguns, and pistols. Go through them. Mark them down yourself. Look at them thoroughly and say, they're right or they're wrong. Because frankly, I'm tired of people saying, well, I need my 30 round banana clips or my 100 round drum. I've heard one person say something about a 300 round AK-47 drum. Sorry, too many rounds. Oh, and our AR-15 drum. So, with that said, use common sense, please. Please add and subscribe if you like. Please post comments in the box if you like. Thank you, and have a nice day.